We're back with Over Under. Guys, you ready for this one?
Sure.
All right, let's do this. All right, question one going to you, Rod. Andy Pettit, we'll talk about the Major League Baseball playoffs. He actually set a baseball postseason all-time record for wins. Andy Pettit. You wouldn't think of him. You think of Roger Clemens from the other guys, but Andy Pettit had some good years with the Yankees. How many wins does he have? What's the record for most postseason wins all time for a pitcher?
Let's go. I'll go 10.
Over or
I
under?
say over.
Over. He had 19 wins.
He had some good ball teams behind him.
Yeah, Tom Glavine was just short with 15. So it just goes to show.
Wow.
Pettit was effective what he did. He was a very good lefty. All right, question two. Greg, it's for you. Peyton Manning. He holds the Denver Broncos single-season record. Of course, what record does he not own?
Yeah.
Single-season team record for QB rating. What was it? And, of course, this was last year.
Oh, wow. I remember hearing about this. It was way up there, too. I want to say 72%.
It was actually 126.5.
Oh, wow.
You said higher,
Wow.
so he got it right. It was 126 was his rating.
Wow.
He was nearly perfect. Question three, tied up. This one is a football question as well. The CFL, Toronto Argonauts. They are the, I guess, I'll say largest franchise, but they have the most Grey Cup wins. How many Grey Cups do they have? The Toronto franchise.
I want to say 18.
Over or under?
I say over.
It's actually under 15.
Oh, really?
For the
Okay.
Argos franchise, yeah. So it's 2-1 for you. Greg, have a chance to tie it up here. We're going way back with this one. Walter Johnson, a former pitcher, great pitcher, holds the all-time record for most wins in a career. How many?
Walter Johnson.
Yeah, that's.
What year is that?
Oh, that was a throwback. I'll tell you that much.
Most career wins.
Before they had lights. let's
Yeah,
put it that way.
Most career wins?
Yes.
Jeez, I don't know. Wow. I'd say 92.
Over, under. You're saying over. You're correct for doing so. It's 417.
Oh, wow.
More than
Okay, yeah.
Cy Young or any
Yeah.
other guys out. So
Yeah.
congratulations, you won over under. You still have another question to go. Put the salt in the wounds here. We'll talk about Herschel Walker. Of course, the 25th anniversary of the trade happened on Sunday. If you do not know, Herschel Walker was one of those players for the Dallas Cowboys. They needed to do something, so they decided to trade him, package him to Minnesota. In exchange, they got 5 players and a first-round pick later down the road. They ended up releasing those players to get more draft picks and ended up winning the Super Bowl a few years down the road with the 92 team, the 93 team, and 95. Not to mention some of those picks, Emmitt Smith. You also had, was it Charles Woodson was one of them. You also had
Troy
Haley.
Aikman?
Yep. So,
Troy Aikman.
yeah, you look at some of the guys they picked up from that deal, Dallas ended up winning it. But Herschel Walker, he put up some pretty decent yards, especially in his time with Dallas.
Yeah.
How many all-time yards does he have in his career?
Oh,
Herschel Walker.
receiving and rushing.
We'll just talk about
Everything?
rushing. Just rushing.
Just rushing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say
Or actually, if we went yards from scrimmage, never mind. Yards from scrimmage. I'm going to make that tougher.
Yeah.
Yards from scrimmage.
I'll go 14,000.
Over or under?
I'd say under.
Under. You're correct for doing so. He had 13,084.
Wow.
Isn't too
Not
far
that
off.
far up.
Yeah, that's yards from scrimmage, so it was very good. Just had to kind of throw that in there impromptu. But thanks a lot, guys, for playing. Rod, you'll have a chance to sound off in just a few moments. But first, we're going to take another timeout and have more. Gloves are off in a few seconds.